Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tuesday's Market SITREP here at TGO. Top Gun Options coming to you from Las Vegas. Having a good time out here at the Traders Expo. Doing some good networking, meeting some smart folks, and it was pretty interesting watching today's price action in the market. Tried to have some sort of relief rally today, market trying to get off the mat pretty hard, and then just kind of faded right around lunchtime. Excuse me, into the close. On several reasons, but we had a little bit of a relief rally because Larry Kudlow, the Wall Street whisperer, so to speak, Trump's good cop, bad cop, straight man for Wall Street, says that the Treasury Secretary has restarted trade talks with his Chinese counterpart. So, again, yay that they're even talking. A little bit of a pop out of the FXI, up 2%, up 80 cents, but it's still below this Keltner channel, still below the 50-day moving average, and that's going to fade. Just mere reporting that we're in talks sent this thing up 2% doesn't mean anything at all. The last time we heard from Larry Kudlow, he said the Chinese haven't even brought anything to the table. Remember his whole little just say yes to something, just like Nancy Reagan's just say no campaign. He's like, China needs to just say yes to something. A good article in the Journal today about China trade deal or a new Cold War. If it really is about a trade deal, the president will get it done. I mean, we've seen his past performance here with Mexico, with Canada tearing up NAFTA, getting independent trade deals done. The guy's a deal maker. However, if it's our economic interest, he'll get a deal done. If it's geopolitics, then hunker down for a long Cold War, so to speak. It's like Kramer said the other day, we are at war against the Chinese, and it's not just over trade. So obviously, I've covered this extensively over the previous years. The Obama administration did nothing. They sat there while the Chinese moved their borders 600 miles into the middle of the Pacific, and the president didn't at the time didn't do anything. So now, again, a big steaming heap of mess that Donald Trump has to fix from his previous guy. So a little bit of a market rally, or trying to rally off of some light. Remember, in 2 weeks from now, actually 2.5 weeks, the president's going to meet with Xi Jinping, and I don't think they're going to be announcing a deal, but that's why we got long-term bullish on FXI out to Jan of 21, while being short-term bearish, short-term to neutral. So we have a couple trades working downrange there. Kind of a hidden story behind all of this is a strong dollar. That's the other thing that's really ripping these markets apart. There's a lot going on overseas. The president is still blasting Macron over Twitter, and he's right. Pat Buchanan had a good article today. Whose country do you put first, Mr. French President? Is it everybody else's country? If you say it like that, it's a good question. I mean, and Trump's right. Which country do you put first? Do you put forth yours, or do you be this Euro trash global elite? And Merkel gave a speech today to, was it the European Parliament, and more or less said the same thing that Macron said the other day. Hey, we need to come up with a European army. Okay, last time I checked, the only army that was storming across Europe was Germany. So good luck, guys. First of all, pay your NATO bills before you go and build your own army. So a lot going on geopolitically. Oil falls in the longest losing streak on record, and comments from Trump negated expectations that OPEC and its allies will cut production. Actually, Saudi Arabia today boosted production. So really interesting stuff going on overseas, really interesting stuff going on here domestically. Still waiting for the shit show to clear up back in Florida with what's going on. I'm stunned at Arizona that they elected a woman who says Americans should be able to go join Al-Qaeda and fight and kill Americans versus a decorated combat fighter pilot female. Nice job, Arizona. Well done. And when you look at the map of voting, it's all blue right around the borders of the United States. I wonder why, right? Build the damn wall, Mr. President. So we have a lot going on, guys. I believe this is going to be a magnet. We spent some time down here in purgatory, down here in no man's land on the S&P 500. We're back in the... When you look at it, this pullback recently is about half this gap. I predicted that weeks ago. I said, this rip-your-face-off rally isn't going to be sustained. It's not to be believed. It's to be sold into because we have to retest. I said the 200-day moving average. Now we're underneath that. So at least we got this right. This rip-your-face-off rally, where we are right now, is half this rip-your-face. This is kind of the support right here. If we don't hold tomorrow, it's look out below. But take a look at volatility. We have a weekly options trade on VXX. Look at the VIX. It's down 2% today. As I said, the VIX is exhausted up here. It really is volatility. Buyers are already in. VXX up a little bit of percent, but this just doesn't. I'm hanging in this trade. I'm short volatility for the week. I think by Friday, it's only Tuesday, folks, and I think by Friday volatility is really going to come in, and something's going to give us an excuse to rally here. If not, it's look out below, and we're heading back down to these lows. Okay, so all right, folks, I got a 4 o'clock networking event I need to go to, so I'll be back tomorrow with Wednesday's market SITREP, and I'll also try and review some of our existing positions in our portfolios, and then we're going to do a big live trade brief on Thursday when I'm back in Florida. I think it's at 10 a.m. So have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and God bless.